He thought it was a job that couldn't be done and half-heartedly went right to it. He tried to do what couldn't be done. And by George, he couldn't do it. This Shabbat we talk about soldiers going out to war, and it uses the strange terminology, Ki Teitzei milchama al oivecha. If you go out to war on your enemy, not against your enemy, but on your enemy. And what we learn from this is that when one goes out to a battle, one needs to be so hyped up, and we need to believe so strongly that we can succeed in the battle, that we have already won the battle before we start it. And we're not only talking about soldiers in the battlefield, we're talking about you and me and all of us in this month of Elul, preparing for Rosh Hashanah. We all have battles. We all have inner battles. We have battles inside of ourselves to determine what is tomorrow going to be like for me. And it is so important in every battle of life, in whatever we have to contend with, to go into the situation with a real belief that I can make it, I can do it, I can succeed, I will win. If I'm in it to win it, then in fact I will win it. It's so important to win that mind battle before we even start the battle that is outside of ourselves. Ki Teitzei milchama, when we go out to battle, al oivecha, be on top of it. Don't half-heartedly attempt to confront it. We can win it. And the second part is that v'shavita shivyo, and you will take captives from the war. What that means in our internal battle is that we don't go into a battle merely to come out unscathed. We've got to gain something from the battle. That's why Hashem gave it to us in the first place. We must emerge with something more than we had before we went into the battle. Every element of conflict and every challenge in life has to bring out in us a winner and a situation that we emerge greater and richer than we were before we went into that battle. This week we had the most magnificent, exciting, happy event happen to us at Great Park Synagogue. On Monday morning, for the very first time in months, we had our first minyan at Great Park Synagogue. But within that minyan, which was so filled with joy and happiness, we also had a little camera that zoomed the minyan to all those who couldn't be there. That was the first time at Great Park Synagogue. We've never had a minyan zoomed from shul to those who cannot be there. We have to go into a challenge as we had months ago and emerge from it with something more than we had before we went into it. We now have a minyan live every morning, and please register if you'd like to come according to all the protocols that are required. But if you can't make it to shul, know that we now have an added dimension of a Zoom element to our minyan. May all of us go into our battles confident that we can and we will win. May all of us realize how much we have to gain from every battle in life. And may we have a beautiful Shabbos and last weeks of preparation for a beautiful year ahead. Shabbat Shalom.